After all the twists and turns that have been taking place in the Ripple vs. SEC case, we now have an altogether new event happening in the same. This is one of the events that will raise a lot of eyebrows and will therefore be a good topic to have a video on. Make sure you stay with us till the end and also let us know what you feel about the case. The case is at a very delicate stage right now, and the decision could be based on a very minute detail that either party may have missed. Today's video is a lot about the inclusion of a major cryptocurrency exchange platform called Binance. Binance, as a matter of fact, is one of the crypto exchange platforms that may even be prevalent among non-crypto enthusiasts. The level of involvement that it has with the community is very high, and therefore, it has been able to dig deep into the community from all sides. The exchange platform came into the news as it filed on behalf of the Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Let us get deeper into the documents associated with this step. However, before that, please hit the like button and also subscribe to this channel for more crypto content. We would also like to inform you of the major updates in the crypto world with respect to the XRP that may certainly make a lot of changes in the decision that you make tomorrow. However, speaking of the decisions, make sure you don't base any of your financial decisions on this video entirely. This is not a piece of financial advice. This is an educational video intended to bring forth the latest updates to you at the earliest. Make sure you make a decision only after conducting a good due diligence process. The legal team of Garlinghouse seems to have requested certain documents which would be relevant to the case in hand. The documents will hold a lot of value to determine against the allegations put forth by the SEC about the illegal issuance of securities by XRP. This will also be very important in trying to figure out the possible route that Ripple would have chosen to develop XRP and the funds that it gathered to achieve the same. One of the major questions in the case is whether XRP is a security or a digital asset. Given that there is a new bill waiting to be passed by the government, chances are that if the bill passes, the case will instantaneously be won by Ripple and its team. However, in case the bill isn't passed before it, there will be a bit more inconsistency as the matter will then rely on how well Ripple expresses itself in the court of law. As the CEO seeks certain information that under normal circumstances will be unobtainable from the other sources, Binance Holdings Limited decides to get it done for them. These documents that are solely in the custody of Binance will hold a lot of information that could be used to bring forth more facts about the case. As the judge aims on proceeding with a better vision and a more elaborate explanation as to why XRP is being classified as digital asset security by the SEC, chances are that we might have to wait for a considerably longer duration. The presence of this document could potentially expedite the process, as it will have a lot of information about the things that have been happening in the past with XRP. As the case proceeded and the need for this information was noticed by the party, the court directed the Central Authority of Cayman Island to compel evidence from Binance as the filings cited in the US concerning the Department of State and Hague Convention approached the court with such a request. The major objective of getting these details was to get access to the files that were responsible for the recording of the transactions, which are allegedly being claimed as the security exchanges by the SEC. The reason was also included in the filing, and therefore, the order was sent by the court directing the concerned departments to compile the reports and send them at the earliest. There are multiple aspects that need to be proved through this move. Ripple intends on proving that the sale of 257 million XRP tokens on the worldwide crypto trading platforms to the investors was not true and is completely arbitrary to assume. Getting back to the allegations that they put on the CEO, they claimed that the sales were made worldwide through the crypto exchange platforms on an international level. They claimed their defense through Section 5 of the Securities Act of 1933, questioning the applicability of the sales in international cases. The document that has been claimed from Binance is therefore required to support that claim. With the provision clearly laying down the regulation, chances are that it will be able to get the best details out of the same. It will help in ensuring that none of the allegations of such kind remained on the XRP. On a further notice, they also have been claiming that Ripple falls into the category of Bitcoin and Ethereum and therefore must not be taken up as security when it, as a matter of fact, is security. For a long time, the case has been on hold as the SEC is determined not to back out. This being the case, it looks like now the case is being looked into in a very different manner. This unusual step being taken by them involves the request for files and details from the crypto exchange platform Binance. This step looks more like a tactical step that may be connected to Ripple trying to augment the case and take it through different courses to prove its side in a legitimate manner. Therefore, this could be a new approach that they have taken to make the objective meet. Further ahead, Garlinghouse and Larson filed a motion in June that seeks all relevant documents from the international agencies and authorities. This list also involved a lot of non-US names which are involved in the work of cryptocurrency exchanges. The names include Bitstamp, Huobi, and Upbit. Based on the dates that we have as of now, the pre-trials are supposed to end on the 15th of October this year. There are two things to be kept in mind while we speak about the end of this case. The first one that will be important to consider will certainly be the things that might happen after the end of the case, while on the other hand, one other thing that may be taken into good consideration is the new bill that is yet to be passed. This bill will make a lot of difference in learning how the case would end. More importantly, the very definition clause of the amended Securities Act 1933 could bring a full stop to the case, as it would then clearly put the coin into the category of digital assets and not digital asset securities. This is pretty much the entire point on which this case is based. As soon as the news surfaced, it spiked the prices of XRP and also brought in a lot of watchers into the journey that this coin is having. The reason why this case will be important for all cryptocurrencies is that there are high chances that similar proceedings may also be filed against them, which may even be followed by the end of the entire cryptocurrency technology in the United States. Even though we do not think that this could ever be a possibility, the fact that it has been one of the major contenders and the most advanced cryptocurrency technology in the world could also mean much more for the other, not-so-big cryptocurrencies. The fact that we have been noticing a major increase in the prices as new discoveries are made and the Ripple sees a ray of winning the case each time indicates the support that it will receive as soon as the coin gets listed and starts performing in a better manner. One of the certainties that we do not doubt at all is the emergence of the coin to the top positions as soon as it gets listed. As we notice the hype that it has been creating in the market, we think that the moment it gets listed in the market, we may be able to notice a major increase in the manner in which they have been performing in the past. The prices will start increasing, so will the adoption, and therefore the community will expand in a very short span of time. It would not be astonishing to see XRP among the top cryptocurrencies in the market. Getting into the market and the manner in which it has been performing in the past few weeks, we see that there are high chances for XRP to reverse as it hits the 250 million tokens that hit the exchange wallets. The trades of XRP have been really tight, as we mentioned earlier. A huge number of XRP inflows have been observing very bearish patterns in the past as well. These bearish tendencies have particularly been noticed since the start of the month of August. While all this is happening, the former CTO has been offloading a huge number of the tokens at regular intervals. We also have been noticing a lot of volatility in the market over the uncertainties caused as the case keeps on falling from one side to the other. As the tendencies of winning of a particular party increases, a huge impact is felt on the price of the coin as the investors either go through a FOMO or a fear of a loss of the money that they have invested. Even though this is something that is very common in the market, in this case particularly, it has been affecting the coin in a rather drastic manner as the case continues in court. Even though the coin has been listed as the 6th largest coin, the investors are not being able to repose their full trust in it as the case at times seems to be going against Ripple. While on the other hand, it is very important to notice that despite such inconsistencies, there have been times when the prices have kept on climbing. This indicates that at a partial performance level as well, XRP has a lot of potential to flourish and increase its value with time. Had the case not been filed against Ripple for allegations of illegal securities being sold, the chances were that by now, XRP would have turned into a major contender for the highest spots in the market. We hope this video was elaborate enough for you to learn about the latest events taking place in the market. We hope this video will bring in a lot of knowledge for you that you can use to make a decision after due diligence. Make sure you stay back here for the next videos we publish. Until then, it's a wrap from us.